Alright guys, what's going on today? Welcome back to my channel. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about the new Boruto chapter 55. Now I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. There's a lot of crazy stuff in this chapter. So let's get down to it. Now if you guys already read the chapter, you already know what's up. Our boy Kurama, my man's gone. Oh shit boy. Man was there when Naruto was a baby. And then man lived all the way up until Naruto had his own family, became Hokage. He's seen everything. Our boy Kishimoto took him out, you know, everyone was concerned that, Sasuke and Naruto are gonna die. No. They took the last person we weren't expecting, Kurama, bro. The last fucking person we were expecting for them to take out, which was Kurama. That's sad, you know. But yeah, what the chapter begins off with Naruto talking to Kurama. Kurama is telling Naruto that this is the last time we're gonna meet, so let's say our farewells and all that type of stuff. And he then tells Naruto that Beiron mode is at the cost of my life, not yours. He said that Naruto wouldn't agree that if Kurama sacrificed his life to give him that power, Naruto would not have agreed to that. But he misled him and, made him believe that, they both would die instead of one of them. So in the beginning, you see Kurama talk to him and then he disappears at the end. You see Naruto reach out his hand and he reaches out to Kurama and Kurama disappears. Now, looking at the scene, I gotta tell you, I don't think Kurama's dead. I know he's dead temporarily, but I don't think he's dead. First thing is that the Bijus usually come back within like 15-20 years or whatever the time span is for them to regain, because he even said, he's like, you're not gonna die. He's like, when a Biju is taken out of Jinchuriki, they end up dying. But in this case, he's like, the chakra, my chakra just vanishes, and he's like, the Jinchuriki basically survives. The first, that means Naruto's not dead. Second, Kurama's word on the way he said maybe. He says to Naruto, he's like, this may be our last time talking to each other. When you say maybe, you're either a yes or no, you're a 50-50. Alright, so that kind of hints that Kurama's not dead. Now, this is Kishimoto we're talking about. We're not talking about some random ass, author, creator, whatever. This is Kishimoto. There's always small details in everything he does. Alright, and Kurama, he wasn't that sad. Even Naruto, Naruto was sad, but he didn't shed any tears. Which kind of, like, come on, buddy. But when Kurama said, maybe this is our last time meeting, and let's say farewells and everything. So I'm pretty sure Kurama's actually still alive, or he might end up coming back later. For all we know, we don't know yet. We'll find out about that in the future. Anyways, going on to the next part, you see Sasuke and them try waking up Naruto, and then Naruto wakes up and Boruto hugs him. It's like, oh, Papa, you're gone. All that sort of stuff happened. And then Naruto tells Sasuke about what happened to Kurama. He's like, I wasn't expecting Kurama to do that. So then Kawaki interrupts him saying, yo, we need to get home. We'll talk after, we get home, because he's trying to leave. And, they tell Boruto to open up the space-time jutsu, and Sasuke's like, I can't do it since I don't have a Rinnegan anymore. And then Boruto has a little flashback of him stabbing Sasuke in the eye, which kind of hurts Boruto, and Sasuke's like, it's not your fault. All I'm doing is stating facts. So that means when Sasuke said he's stating facts, that means his Rinnegan is gone, it's gone. But then again, it could come back, but Sasuke doesn't look too concerned about his Rinnegan being gone. Alright, the way he says, he's like, I'm just stating facts, meaning for facts, it could possibly be gone, but he may get it back later. We'll figure that out later on in the future chapters when they come out. So then, Boruto is scared of summoning Momoshiki's power after he got controlled. He's like, I don't want him to emerge. And then Kawaki gets up, he's like, I'll take that karma off of you. He's like, my karma's gone. Without it, I have no power or whatever. But he's like, I swear I'll remove your karma. That's what he tells Boruto. So then Boruto was scared to use the power. And he's like, I can't open the portal up. He was too nervous. He was too shocked. And Kawaki's like, you gotta snap out of it. He's like, stop being so, so uptight. Because Boruto was scared that he could transform into Momoshiki any minute. Even Boruto himself referenced that. He's like, I can't guarantee that I might not transform in the future again. So it's possible that Momoshiki might come out. Some messed up shit might happen in the future. There's a possibility of that. So then the scene here cuts out, going over to Code. And Code is watching the Ten Tails. He's been watching the Ten Tails since chapter, I think, 45, 46, somewhere like that, when Kashin Koji attacked Jigen. Anyways, he has a white karma seal. Now that's the most suspect thing I've seen, is the white karma seal. It's called a non-vessel karma seal. And the way Ishiki pops up and he tells Code, he's like, that's my pure will. That's his pure power. He's like, that's not a vessel, but that'll give you all the Otsutsuki powers, and that's his legacy. And legacy was bolded out for some reason. That means that that white seal is probably all the power the Otsutsukis have, to give to somebody, or to take out power. It's similar to the Byakugo seal. The Byakugo seal is similar to the Karma and to the white seal. Now, what I mean by that, the Byakugo allows you to extract chakra from where it's stored. Karma seals allows you to extract the DNA of the Otsutsuki that it's implanted on. And white Karma seal allows you to use the power that's in the white seal. Similar to the Byakugo, instead of taking out chakra, this will take out all pure power power from whatever that seal is, even though Code was a failed specimen, which is surprising. I didn't expect that. They put Code in there and he ends up having a karma seal. But then Jigen tells him, or Ishiki tells him, he's like, I'm taken out, I'm not in this world no longer. He's like, you shall become the strongest Otsutsuki. They talk about how Otsutsuki devour planets and they evolve. Now, it's a fact that Otsutsukis evolve over time when they devour planets to get all the DNA, all that type of stuff. So Kaguya, when she's trying to devour the planet, she was going to get all the DNA. Even Ishiki, when he devours the planet, he was going to get all the DNA. But instead, he tells Code, he's like, when you devour the planet, everything, including myself, anything that's died on this planet will go into you. So you'll have everything and you'll become the strongest Otsutsuki. Now, when you think about it, you have Ishiki in the planet, that's one Otsutsuki. You have you're gonna have Boruto, which is gonna be fed to the tree, or Kawaki, which are both 80% complete. So most likely that means that this guy's gonna have at least 2 or 3 Otsutsukis absorbed, which this man's gonna be powerful as fuck. Just take that in. Anyways, Code then tells him, he's like, I'll seek out what you say. You know, he's like, first I'm gonna, you know, take down the people who hurt you, who hurt my heart, you know, and hurt the pillars of my heart. And he's like, tell me the names. And then the scene cuts out from there. It goes back to Boruto, Sasuke, and them. And Kawaki's telling Boruto to open up the portal. And then so Kawaki goes up to him. He starts, you know, trying to piss off Boruto a bit, but he goes with him. And somehow Kawaki's chakra or something resonates with Boruto's, and they end up opening the portal. I don't know how. They didn't show that part because this karma seal is gone, but you can see the weird waves in the background and the scene on the panel, and then you can see, like, you know, some karma activating, and you see Boruto open up a small portal. But then Sasuke grabs Naruto and he yanks him through. He's like, sheesh, these kids. And they just yanked them through because the portal was small and was about to disappear. So then they end up back in the village. Now the next scene is where it gets me. Is Amato. Now Amato is kind of suspect. What were his intentions? What were his wish? All that sorts of stuff doesn't make any sense. But when they got back, Amato was blanked out. And this guy was so cocky back in after chapter 43 or 44 and up. Man was cocky, lean back, you know, like, hey, you know, you want to destroy the Otsutsuki, this is how it's done and shit. But in this, no. Man was shook. When Dr. Katsuki was talking, he was zoned out. He didn't know. He had his hands on his face and he was shocked. He probably thought that Ishiki was gonna come back. And man was shook. Then Shikamaru tells him that they're safely back and everything. First thing Amaru does is he's like, yo, where's Kawaki? Like, is he okay? Which was kind of surprising. And you see Samire look at him and she's kind of shocked. Like, why does he care? Like, he was so anxious and everything like a second ago, and now he's worried about Kawaki. And he's like, and then Amaru's like, thank goodness Kawaki's okay. Now this part is kind of suspect. Is what is Amaru's relationship with Kawaki? Is this his true dad? Is he his guardian? Or is there like some sort of plan where he wants to take over Kawaki's body because Kawaki is scientific ninja tool? It's suspect. We don't know. What is this purpose of Kawaki? That is what's surprising me. Then cutting on to the next scene, you see them back. You see Naruto and them back in the village. They look at the sky and all that stuff, and then it cuts off from there and goes back to Code. It cuts out to Code, and it's basically Ishiki telling him the names of the people who hurt him. So the names Ishiki told Code are Kawaki, the traitor Amato, Sasuke Uchiha, the Hokage Naruto, and Momoshiki's vessel Boruto Uzumaki. And you can see him lying on the ground and looking at his palm, and he's basically transformed into karma seal. You can see the lines running up on his left side. His karma is similar to Kawaki's, how it's on his left hand and goes all the way to his face and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's it for this chapter. Now what I think Code is gonna end up doing some messed up stuff. So I think when Kawaki mentions that he will destroy all the karma seals, he's like, I hate it. And Sasuke looks at him like ... It's kind of suspect when Sasuke looks at him because it kind of reminds him of himself. Well, he's like, I'm gonna seek out revenge and I'm gonna destroy that one person. But instead, it's Kawaki saying that I'm gonna seek out and destroy all the karma seals. Meaning, in the future, something to do with Code and the village is gonna happen where Kawaki is trying to kill Boruto because he has the last karma seal. And it may be Code's way of brainwashing him, saying, I'll let you go or I'll do this and that for you. And in turn, you gotta destroy or you gotta kill Boruto and feed him to the tree or something like that. That's one possibility. Second is Code is gonna take over one of their bodies. Most likely might take Kawaki's because Kawaki was the closest to Jigen and he's 80% complete. So he might take one of their bodies, I'm assuming. Because his white karma seal is kind of suspect. We don't know what its true powers are yet. The third thing is Kawaki gets back his karma seal from Code. I feel like Code's gonna manipulate Kawaki and something like that, and he's gonna end up, you know, getting his karma seal back. Or some suspect stuff like that's gonna go down. Now, Code's revenge. As I stated in my predictions, the way Code was playing around, he looked at Jigen as a father figure. And guess what? The prediction came true, where he's actually hurt on the inside. He's like, I'm gonna hurt and hunt everybody who hurts you, then I'll go for the tree. That means he's gonna kill Naruto, he's gonna kill Sasuke, he's gonna kill everybody and destroy the Leaf Village. Which is why I think when Kawaki mentions in the beginning, like, I'll send you where I sent the 7th, it's something to do with Kawaki and something to do with Code and them hurting the village or destroying the village. Because Code looks like he's hell-bent on getting his revenge. Alright, he's kind of suspect. He wanted his revenge. But well, I don't know, it's weird, like the way he reacts to that. But it looks like Code's gonna be the one pulling the strings from now on. Now the people left at the base are Code, Delta, and we don't know about Koshi and Koji. Koshi and Koji could turn up against them. We don't know how it's going to turn out. But I know Code's going to play a big part, and he's going to end up destroying the village, or he's going to brainwash Kawaki to destroy the village, or Boruto. He might end up brainwashing them, saying, I'll do this and that. Like, you know, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. Or Code is like, hey, I'll destroy the village if you don't join me, and shit like that, you know? Who knows? What if Boruto ends up joining Code at one point? Or he trains him how to use his karma seal properly? It's weird to say, but we'll find out. Anyways, this is me going over chapter 55. This chapter is juicy, but it's not much in here. It felt pretty short. There was not much information given. And I know our boy Kurama's gone. It's a sad day, but we'll see where chapter 56 goes. Now they're back in the village. I feel like they're gonna round up everything. They're gonna gather up all the intel of what happened, all that sort of stuff. And we're finally gonna see, you know, them talk more about Sasuke's eye. Stalker's be like, oh, Sasuke, your eye. And Sarada's gonna be like, oh, your eye, what happened? And I think they're gonna keep Boruto stabbing Sasuke's eye on the low key. They probably don't want to worry people. And the thing is, another thing I want to point out is when Boruto said that I can't say that he won't emerge next time. I have a feeling that we were going to see Momoshiki appear one more time and he may end up destroying the village or something like that. But yeah, we're going to see a lot of stuff in the next chapter to come. And I know that time skip's around the corner, but I don't know, we might see a time skip in the next couple of chapters. Maybe next like 3-4 months from now, next 3-4 chapters. We'll see where it goes. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. And yeah, this is me going over chapter 55. That was a lot of juicy stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for my future videos.